Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today in this live stream, we're going to be playing some more Minecraft BagelMaster Builder. Now, for those of you who have not seen the previous 105 streams, I highly recommend checking them out. Last stream, hold up, what did we do? Oh yeah, we started trying to figure out the first layer, the first layer of the second floor of our Egyptian tomb-inspired dungeon. So, that is what we have started on. Basically, we're just gonna make this giant parkour lava tunnel kind of thing. And, we'll see what happens. So yeah, that is the main goal for this stream. Hello to everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've all had a great day so far. Can I play with you? I am sorry, but no. So basically, the series is a series for me to improve my building skills in Minecraft. And I've always wanted to get better at building in Minecraft. The issue is that I've never had time to dedicate myself, really. Or the dedication to dedicate myself, really, to building a huge project like this. So I'm using this stream series as an excuse, basically, to do that. Well, great. I don't remember how I stream normally. So for those of you who do not know, I have been away for an entire week. Or, well, not an entire week, but basically an entire week. And I was at camp. Very fun last year. Maybe I'll try and become a counselor at some point. Who knows? But it was very fun. I was happy to see all my friends again and make some new friends as well. So hopefully I can get back into the streamer mindset soon. But for now, bear with me. Anyways, how's y'all's week's been? I realize that typically I say... Great, yeah, I'm really out of my streamer mindset. So anyways, basically what I'm going to do for this down here is... Let me think. So I'm going to add a different pathway over here just to make it a mini parkour area for, like, if I were to ever make this into a functional dungeon, I would have, like, little chest rooms that you can find for extra loot and everything. And then basically I have 3 layers of my dungeons. I have the bottom layer, the middle layer, and the top layer. The bottom 2 layers have a special key that you need to get in order to unlock the boss fight room, if I make this a functional dungeon. And that is what I'm doing for over here. And we have a giant... hold up. We have a giant maze down here, where we have one of the keys that you need for the boss fight. And I think for this dungeon, I'm going to have actually more than 2 keys that you need to acquire. And I'm going to have one of the keys be right here. And another one be up here somewhere. Your day's going good? That is good. And nice to see you again, IDK who I am. Okay, so... hello, Tarek. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Okay, so... Try to remember... Did I... Trying to think. So basically this dungeon... So my last dungeon was a more combat-focused dungeon, because there's lots of huge rooms to fight in. This dungeon seems to be more endurance-based, because we'll have just lots of parkour over lava, and if you die in a dungeon, you restart at the very beginning. So, it's for mainly testing your patience, is the way I've discovered I'm building this. And why did I start talking about this? I don't know. Anyways, oh yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I built these last 2 window areas with the hallway connection point in mind, because I don't think I did. Hold up. 3. Oh, perfect. Okay, we'll just end the hallway here and do these 2 little windows, because it lines up perfectly with how it lines up over here. So that worked out really well. So... need 6 block gap. Cool. And basically this is just for making it to where there's a little bit more combat, as well as getting us to the connection rooms. I guess I could technically do some jukebox music. Maybe, I don't know. I used to do the jukebox music when I don't know what to talk about in my streams. However, at the same time, with how much I move and things for building, I typically go out of earshot very easily for the music, for the jukebox. So I kind of stopped doing that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention, I'm not doing Hollow Knight today, because I want to get back into the streamer mindset, because it's a lot harder to... It's a lot harder to think about, you know, like, the way I talk and everything when I'm focusing constantly on a boss fight. But at the same time, I guess, technically, it may have been better if I had started on that. Because then I wouldn't have to focus on talking as much. I could just kind of work my way back into that, if that makes sense. Those are so very annoying to fight. I do kind of hope that they add... Where's I going with this? I don't remember. Oh well. Oh yeah, so something fun I found out about when we got back from camp is that our bathroom is completely demolished. Our dad and, well, our family that stayed behind decided to start remodeling our bathroom, which was a good idea since there'd be fewer people in the house. But apparently, the work is taking a lot longer than they thought it would, so we are currently down a bathroom. But I'm definitely excited to see what it'll be like when it's finished. Which, I guess I can mention, for those of you who do not know, my dad actually has a YouTube channel as well. And it is called Top Homeowner, where he does basically, let me think. House upgrades? I'm not entirely sure. Teaches you how to do stuff such as remodeling, redoing outlets, and lots of other stuff as well. So if any of you guys are interested in that, then I would recommend that channel. I'm thinking about potentially doing a map tour for those of you interested. So near the end of the stream, I might just show off the map. That way I can also help refresh my mind on building in Minecraft as well. So that'll probably happen around the 1 hour mark, I think. Yeah, so at 6 p.m. That is probably when I will do the map tour, or at least around that time. May you say something important? Sure. I mean, as long as it follows the community guidelines, which I forgot I had those. I should probably update those, because it has been a while. E. Okay, so after I get... So I think my goal, before I do the map tour, is to try and at the very least, get these... get this hallway all done and finished with the lava and everything, and then that hallway done and finished. As well as the connection platform point things. The radioactive mosquitoes are hungry. That is a thing. I don't know how to react. Like I said, I'm very much out of my streamer mindset. I don't know how I would react normally. Anyways. Oh, and they want... Okay, well. I mean, if they're interested in the flavor of bagels, then I would say probably just eat a bagel instead. The water in my neighborhood got turned off a couple days ago. It was not a good day. Oh, that sounds... Oh, that sounds miserable. Well, oh, and then with the heat wave and everything... That... Oh, wow. Is it back on now? By the way, is audio and everything working okay? Okay, it looks like it. Potentially. Cool. Sorry, all my stuff was, kind of, like, messed up and things when I got back. So I completely forgot about making sure everything was working properly. Yes, but while the water was gone, we got... Oh, wow. Yeah, this seems like it's struggling greatly. Is everything good on y'all's end? It looks good on my end, but it's hard for me to tell. I keep forgetting my dungeon is made out of sulfur. And I'm going to be putting lava in the dungeon, which probably isn't the greatest combo, since sulfur is at the very least flammable, but I think also explosive. Pretty sure it's used to make gunpowder. So, combining that with lava is probably not the smartest idea. But it should be fine. I mean, we have fire spreads turned off and things. Oh, I'm using the wrong block. I need to think of some more, like, ideas for what I can do for this dungeon. Because for this area and the challenge course, I don't really have any good ideas for it. I mean, I know there's going to be a challenge course, and I know that I have another area that I need to do. But I don't know what I'm going to do for both of them. Because I have lava parkour down here. I have a giant maze. I don't know. Okay, cool. We have this mostly done. Now it's just a matter of filling this place with lava as well as building a floor. Which... I know waterlogging's a thing. Is lava logging a thing? It is not. Uh-oh. Okay, is there any other block we could use for the lava? Ooh. Resin, hold up, let's see. Maybe not that. What other orange blocks are there? Copper? Maybe. Maybe resin would look good. Or maybe just the regular sulfur. You know what? This should be fine. Okay, before I start putting lava down, I need to double check my settings, because I do not want lava to burn this all down. Okay. It should be fine. What was my tick speed set to? 0. Okay. It should be fine. If not, then we're gonna have some major issues. Okay, this looks cool. Okay, lava, we already have that. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any blocks, because placing liquids at incredibly fast speeds is not as safe as placing it at, or as placing a regular block at fast speeds. Hey, Bagel Boy, welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are filling up the lava in the dungeon. You're doing awesome? Nice. I was thinking about using a command to do this, but I think it's gonna be a lot easier to not have to do that because I can't fill in this entire area with lava because of how big of an area it is. I can get most of it done, but I can't get all of it. Okay, hopefully we can get this done soon so we can start working on the next hallway. It seems like we're getting close. Kinda. Okay, now I just need to fill in all the spots that I've missed. Okay, looks good. Okay, now let's make the connection circle. 2, 4, 2. Cool. Do you have a 2 blocks under the lava so it doesn't drip? I do not. I think it should be fine, because it won't go into the maze. But if necessary, I definitely will add a second layer of blocks. Especially if it becomes, like, too laggy or something. Do your simulator win? I will do it at some point. I don't know when, but at some point I'll do a Saturday Sprite stream on it. Which, for those of you who do not know what Saturday Sprite stream is, a Saturday Sprite stream is a stream where I play a game that I have almost no idea what the game's about. So, like, playing Hollow Knight for the first time. That would be a Saturday Sprite stream that I do. 3, 4. Cool. Did I beat Absolute Radiance? I did not. Well, I mean, I got it in its Ascended form, and I beat Pantheon 5 in the same stream. However, I have not beaten the Radiant Absolute Radiance yet. That will be this Monday. Yeah. Then after that, what will I do? I guess it would be Thursday. I have to figure out something else to do. I'll either do an extra Minecraft stream, or I'll just mess around in Hollow Knight. Maybe I'll try doing the Pantheons with all the bindings, or at least some of the bindings. That'd be a fun challenge. Two, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, cool. Hollow Knight speedrun? I mean, I could try that for a stream. That'd be interesting. I've always wanted to try speedrunning a game. However, I don't know if I've ever had the patience to do it. 2, 3. Oh. There we go. Okay. One whole area done. One more hallway to go. You should get the weathered mask. What is the weathered mask? I guess there's also a possibility that I don't beat the Radiant Absolute Radiance on Monday. I feel like it's likely, but at the same time, there's also a very high chance that I won't be able to beat it that stream. So technically that might also be happening on Thursday. However, if I do beat it, speedrunning 1 Geo. I need to see how to get, like, that speedrun timer that people use. Because that'd be very interesting to try and speedrun some games. Just for fun. What games would I speedrun? I guess, so Hollow Knight would definitely be one. Because that's a game I know I could be in a short-ish amount of time. Could I beat Neo in a couple of hours? Maybe. What else? Speedrun Minecraft, I guess. Land of Onion. It's a thingy on PC, I believe. Okay. It's probably an OBS plugin. However, I don't know where I'd get that plugin from. I could probably find it. But I'd have to make some new OBS pages and everything. So that might take a bit. Okay, everything is going well so far, it seems. 3, 4... Oh, I got rid of my... Okay, I need the chiseled cinnabar. Then... I'm also missing the stuff for the lights on the ceiling. However, for now, I can just skip that. It was top of Google search page? Okay. I'll have to check that out after the stream. Because I do think that'd be very fun to have. You'd love to see a Minecraft speedrun? I'm definitely intrigued to do that. It has been a while since I've done survival Minecraft, so it would potentially be quite a struggle. But I do think that I would enjoy it. What about the rest of you? Do you guys think that you would enjoy seeing a Minecraft speedrun? Oh, see you later, Bagel Boy, and welcome, thank you for joining the stream. You'd want to see a Minecraft speedrun too? Okay, I could probably do that at some point. Let me think. So after I end my current Hollow Knight series, I do have another stream series that I want to do. I think. And it looks like another Metroidvania that just came to Xbox Game Pass. So I will be trying that out. And either if that series ends and I don't have anything else to do, or if I can't find... Oh, wait. Or if I end up not doing a series on it, then I will definitely try doing at least one stream on it. Maybe a couple. Okay, that's all done. Let's do... We'll do the sulfur now. Speedrun making a bagel. That... I need to make a stream, or do a stream where I make a bagel. I know I need to do that. I just keep forgetting, as well as needing to figure out how to set up stuff. Because we have done videos on Adventures with C3, where we make food and things, but I haven't figured out if I can potentially use the camera equipment and all that potentially to do a series, or not a series, a stream of making a bagel. I do think that might be quite fun, though. Oh no, wait. Oh no. Okay, it's not too big of an issue. 3, cool. Everything needs to be moved back by a couple blocks. So that's a bit concerning. I accidentally made a 6-block jump instead of a 3-block jump. So some of my measurements might be off now. Okay, 3... I should probably turn on the fan. I guess I could talk about some camp stories. Let me think. What would be something fun to talk about? Well, something I've learned is that I really should not stay up late because, I mean, I knew that I become irritable when I'm tired, but I didn't realize that I became non-sensible. That's the word I was using at camp. I don't know if that's actually a word or not, or if it's even the correct word. If it is a word. But basically, I become a lot crazier when I'm sleepy, and definitely don't make wise decisions. Because, so basically, I stayed up till 1 a.m. on Friday, 1:30, something like that. And I was just exploring everywhere and extremely slap-happy. It was very weird. I got to see areas that I never got to see before. But at the same time, probably shouldn't have seen those areas because, like, well, not that I shouldn't have, but I didn't, like, have permission to go there. Like, normally I'll ask for permission and things to explore certain areas. I just didn't that night. Or morning. I guess technically it was morning because it's 1 a.m. But yeah, not doing that again. However, that night, my brother pulled an all-nighter. He stayed awake all the way till we left camp and then fell asleep multiple times in the car. So that happened. Yeah, he slept many times. And then later, when we arrived at our grandma's house, we both fell asleep almost instantly after arriving there, which is very fun to take a short nap, but at the same time, it's like, we really should not stay up past 10. Or not 10, past 12. Okay, wait, how far do I have to make this go back? Am I spacing this all out correctly? Okay, it looks spaced out correctly. Did I space all of this out correctly? Okay, 3... Okay, space that all out correctly. They space all the walls out correctly. Okay, that's a 6. Okay, this is all spaced out correctly. I just don't have it as long as it needs to be, I guess. Okay, that's 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. We are just a couple blocks short, it seems. What else happened at camp? Made some new friends. I'm trying to think through what I'm gonna say, because I don't want to do, like, any personal information or say, like, what camp I went to and all that. Because, like, my brothers and things still go to camp. And I'd prefer not to say that, because I know there are a lot of, like, weird people out there on the internet that will, like, search for people and things. Which, I mean, I don't think I'm big enough for that to happen. I highly doubt it. But you never know the kind of people who would do such a thing. What else? I don't remember. I know I had a great time at camp. I just don't remember. I'm forgetting a lot of the stories and everything. Oh, here's something. So, I came up, I don't remember when I came up with this, but basically I came up with a backup plan if YouTube fails for me. It's not a very realistic backup plan, but it is a backup plan nonetheless. Where basically, I do a food truck instead. And I would make it very unique in the sense of it's actually a... I don't know if there's any food trucks that are actually like this, but a semi-truck, where basically the entire back trailer area is an entire food truck. So we'd have... Let me think of how to explain this all. Basically... how do I begin? So you have the normal, like, semi-truck looking thing, or trailer. We have one of the walls able to fold down completely and then have, like, wheels and things for the platform to be on. That way we have, like, a whole deck area, making it easier for people to order instead of having to look up really high up for ordering at the food truck and receiving their food. It would have solar panels on the top of the trailer. And the reason why it has solar panels is because of two reasons. One, to power everything, such as the ovens, the giant freezer I want to add, and stuff like that. But the other reason is that way it can become basically an awning for the entire platform to help protect people from rain and everything. So, and that would increase the amount of sun energy our solar panels could collect, so that'd be very cool. It'd have a giant freezer near the front of the trailer. Wait, front? What is the front of the trailer? Is that where it opens, or is that where it connects to the truck? I assume it's where it connects to the truck. And the reason why it'd be there is for two reasons, which one is balancing purposes, to make it to where the truck isn't as wobbly, if I remember correctly. And the other reason is because the back of the semi-truck will still open, but not like how a normal semi-truck does. Instead, it'll open downwards and become a ramp. That way you're able to wheel, like, frozen food and everything into the truck easier. The side that folds down will have a counter and things for ordering food and putting food out for people to grab. The other side will be filled with ovens, pantries, etc. What else? What else? I have to figure out, like, a system for, like, water and everything, because if we need, like, water to be able to boil food and all that, then we need to figure out how to make, like, a giant water tank or something. So if anyone has any ideas for that, that would be much appreciated. What else? Oh yeah, so my friend who I was talking to about it said that if we were to do it together, that we should make it an Italian food truck, which sounds very fun, since I don't know of any Italian food trucks. And I don't know if there's a reason why there's not, but if there is no specific reason why there's no Italian food trucks, that'd be very fun to be, like, one of the first. Let's see. Because, like, we could do pizza, spaghetti and meatballs, what other kinds of Italian food are there? Oh, garlic bread. That would all be very tasty. And now I'm just becoming hungry. Why am I doing all that? I was talking to my dad about, like, costs and everything. Like, how much that would probably cost. And most likely, with all the modifications and everything we want to make to the truck, probably cost around, I would probably say personally, like $1 million at the very minimal to make all the renovations and everything. Because, like, putting a giant freezer in the truck, the solar panels that can come out to become an awning, making a foldable wall of the semi-truck area, or 2 foldable walls, the back end and probably the left side of a semi-truck, or of the trailer and all that. It would cost a lot, and I don't know how completely well it would work, since I don't know how, what's the construction term? Architecture? No. Something else. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something. But I don't know how that would be made completely, basically. Because I also don't know, like, the structural integrity of a semi-truck trailer wall. Because if anything, it could be, like, extremely weak. So it might have to be, like, reinforced and things. That way people can actually stand on it. And all sorts of other things. Okay, we are getting very close. Ooh, I've already streamed for an hour. I did not realize that. So, next stream, what should we focus on? I would think trying to finish up this floor of the dungeon, but I don't know how much time we'd have to do that, so it'd probably just be maybe doing the entire hallway, but making the center platform or connection platform areas, as well as the 4 extra hallways that we need to do, as well as the center areas for where you can get your key in order to be able to fight the dungeon boss, if I were to make this a functional dungeon. Which, for those of you who do not know, I'm actually making this map as if it was a Minecraft server. That way, if I ever want to make a Minecraft server in the future, I'll have a server hub done for it. And because of that, I'm also probably going to be starting, once I end this stream series, I'll probably be doing basically a continuation of this series, but basically making the mini-game maps of the, map of what it would be if I were to make a Minecraft server. That way, I'll just have, like, all the assets and everything, or not assets, the maps ready. That way, all I'd have to do is figure out how to connect everything and figure out how to run everything, and then the server would be complete, basically. I don't know what the longest part of making a server is. I assume it's the map making and designing, but at the same time, I don't know how long coding takes. I have knowledge on how to code, but I've never really coded anything other than for school. And there are also websites and things that will help, like, to run the server. That way I don't have to have it on my, like, personal computer the whole time. As well as some, like, downloads and stuff to make the, like, connection of worlds and everything a lot easier. Apparently my stream, like, screen thing hasn't refreshed for YouTube, because apparently it says that I've only been streaming for 20 minutes, which I find to be kind of funny. And it would be really nice if I was only streaming for 20 minutes, because that would be a lot of progress done. Maybe you'll have, like, a giant lava arena or something on up here. Maybe I'll just make a giant room that's basically just a giant gauntlet in, like, a cool, fiery, like, volcanic lava kind of room, potentially. Did I placed that all wrong. Is this alright so far? Yes, it is. That's good. Okay, cool. Is this... It looks like... This is all done now. Cool. Now I just need to make the platform out here, and then we can do a map tour. So let's see. 9, 2, 4, 2. 9, 2, 4, 2. Okay, cool. That's right. Cool. Okay, well now that's done. So, next stream, we'll make a hallway from here to basically the center here, as well as another connection point, and make it go to the center here, and mirror it on the other side. Have a chest platform thing here in the center, and then we'll start working on a giant enemy gauntlet room. I don't know if we'll do the gauntlet room that stream, but we might be able to. Anyways, before I end the stream, let us do a map tour. Let's see, we need to do that, and... there we go. Okay, so first off, let us start up here. So, basically, like I said before, I'm trying to make this into a giant Minecraft server hub. That way, if I ever want to make a hub in the future, I have a hub done. And basically, this entire map that you cannot really see, is supposed to be on a giant, flattened down mountain, basically. So there's going to be a huge, like, staircase coming up. Then this will be the entrance area. You'll have your refreshments and everything. That way, once you know, take a long hike up the mountain, you'll be able to get tons of refreshments and replenish supplies and everything. Over here, we have the most recent village we built, I'm pretty sure. The unique thing about this village is it has a tree in the center, as well as a restaurant area and a mill kind of thing. So that's the unique... Those three things are the unique structures for this village. Each village has at least one unique thing, I think. And then all the houses and all the villages have different designs. This is our first bridge. Not the first one we made, but the first that we are coming across. Over here, we have what's going to probably be the final project of the series, which is going to be a giant castle in the center of the map. This is where basically you would spawn in first thing in the server for the hub and be able to choose all your mini games and everything, as well as you'd be able to run off the edge and go straight into an arena to free-for-all PvP everyone. Over here, we have our first... actually, let's not start over here. Let's start over in this corner, because this is the corner where we started originally. So after we had gotten done the, like, center area and the castle, we did this mountain here. And... I mean, it's a mountain. I don't know what else to say. We also have hidden fish on top of the mountain. I don't know why, but I added lots of hidden fish and, like, textures and everything all throughout the map. So, yeah, like this one here. This is what most of the fish look like. We also have another dungeon entrance over here under the mountain, which I think will make it to where it goes up the mountain at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Over here, I'll talk about the towers later. Because... No, I'll talk about it now. This is the fourth dungeon, or not dungeon, parkour tower. Each tower has ranging levels of parkour, this one being the most difficult, because it has ice block jumps, slime block jumps, and tight neo jumps. So, yeah, lots of parkour stuff. Over here, we have our actual first bridge that we built. And I was going to originally have this village be like a Japanese kind of village. However, I want to use the resin and the bush combination, because I saw that in a video moderately recently at the time. So I use that, and it's more of an Italian-Japanese themed village now. The unique structures for this village is it has a fishing hut, which I didn't realize that was unique until this stream, I think. We also have stables, as well as we have a cool, like, garden berry farm area. We also have a giant house, but this is less of a unique structure and more of... I don't know. More of just a building. What else? Oh yeah, so something else we have on the mountain I forgot to talk about is a cool, like, little hidden campsite. I like to play hide and seek with my friends on servers, or tag, so having lots of hiding spots all over the map is absolutely necessary. Let's see, what else? We'll talk about this whole section later, because this is one of my later projects. Over here we have the beginnings of the forest. All the green area that you've seen on the map is supposed to be covered in custom trees. Over here we have some ruins. And over here we have a well, which I have connected to a giant sewer system. That way fresh water can be supplied to the area. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up, I have ideas forming. So, I was thinking about connecting these different pathways to other wells on other areas of the map. Only issue with that would be it might intersect with dungeons and other stuff. Or it would be just, like, really long hallways. So it'd be kind of boring. But I thought of it could connect to the dungeon over here. Which the dungeon over here could be like a sewer theme. So we can either remove the dungeon entrance that's over there, or we could... Actually, that'd be kind of cool. We could remove the dungeon entrance over here and just make it a giant cave. Maybe. Maybe we'll do that. Or we can have it intersect with, basically, so I don't think I actually explained the name of this lake. This is called Twin Falls Lake because 2 waterfalls. This supplies the water to most of the map. And there's this weird 3x3 area that I decided to add here that basically I want to make it to where once you complete all the parkour towers and all the dungeons, it allows you to access a cool glowing mushroom biome cave area deep down below. However, we could make it to where the sewer system also connects to there, or I don't know, something else. We'll see. There's a lot of things I could do with the sewer system that I haven't thought of. Over here, we have... Oh, I guess I have to talk about this. Someone wanted me to make a bagel tree. I made a bagel tree. It's not the greatest, but it is a bagel nonetheless. Oh, I've been forgetting to put the beehives on some of the trees. Oh, well. What else? Oh, yeah, there's a secret... here. This tree has a ladder on it to take you into a secret tree house. So that was very fun to make. Over here, this is the second village we made. And this is the easiest parkour tower I was talking about. I have yet to complete it without making checkpoints for myself. Because this tower, all the towers, they're not going to have any checkpoints in this if I were to make this a server hub. So, it's going to be difficult. We have a cool, like, stone pathway. This is the second village we built. The unique things about this village is we have a flower garden, we have a fountain, and we have a sword in the stone. We also have a cool blacksmith, however, I think I have those in all the villages. Except maybe that one, actually. Do I have a blacksmith here? Because now I'm intrigued. I don't have a blacksmith here. Well, I'll probably have to add that later. Oh, okay. Over here is my favorite location in the map. It's just a nice, like, view area of the waterfall, the lake, and the fishing dock platform thing. So, yeah. Over here we have a giant archway. It took a while to get it to look as good as it does. But I definitely see room to improve because this is, like, I think my first ever, like, giant archway that I've made. So, like, for my first one, it's really good. Compared to others, not so much. But for now, I'm satisfied with it. Over here, we have a hot air balloon area. It's piloted by this copper golem here. And the people who finished setting up the hot air balloon were having a picnic, basically. What else? Oh yeah, so this river wraps around the whole map, and it's actually from the Twin Falls Lake. So this lake is filled by the Twin Falls Lake. What else? Oh yeah, so on the outside of the map, we're building this all out to be a giant mountain. I don't know how long this will take. But we got some of it done. It's supposed to be really steep, but I decided to flatten it out somewhat to make it to where there's more depth to the build. I don't know if I'll change that decision later on, but that is what we have for now. Okay. Over here, we have... Let's see. Oh, for over here we have cool hiding spots, because like I said, I like to have areas to hide for playing tag and hide and seek with my friends. Over here we have another giant crater. This one has a merchant outpost kind of thing. And we have a throne here because if I were to make it a server, I'd want to make some sort of like trading feature I don't know what I would use for trading completely. Maybe like tools or something they can start out the matches with as like one-time use or something. And whoever gets like a certain amount of trade, or the most amount of trades in a certain amount of time, or like every year, will get their character and username displayed on the throne. Over here we have a giant lake that's connected to the sewer system. Well, kinda. It's not actually, but it looks like it is. We don't have a name for this lake. We have names for 2 of the lakes, and we don't have names for 2 of the lakes. This lake is one of the ones that we don't have a name for, as well as that one. We'll go into this area last. It's my favorite biome area of the map. Let's see, over here we have our cool cherry tree area. We have some more ruins, as well as a ruined well. We have another bridge, which, by the way, all the bridges in the map are different. It's trying to experiment with bridge designs, and this is one of them. Over here, we have some mine shafts, which we will go through in a second. It's also connected to that over there. This is the second most difficult parkour tower. This one, you just have to deal with ice and slime block jumps. The next one, you have to deal with, like, 4-block jumps and neo jumps. And then the 4th one is all 4 combined. Or all 3 combined, I mean. Oh, and then over here we have one of our other bridges. This one's our best-looking diagonal bridge, I think. I mean, it's only our second one, but it looks a lot better than that, like, Japanese kind of bridge. Because that one, I kind of had to break it up slightly. Over here, we have our dungeon, or not dungeon, our mine shaft. We have lots of, like, areas that were mined out because that's where ore used to be, lore-wise anyways. We also have, like, areas to hide for if you're playing tag and hide-and-seek with friends, of course. Over here, we have a Hollow Knight reference. So we have the Hollow Knight, or not the Hollow Knight, because he's not actually the Hollow Knight, the Knight. We have his face on the ground, as well as a sign that my friend recommended me to put there that says, "This place feels a bit hollow." So that's my Easter egg to Hollow Knight. Over here is the entrance to our tomb-themed dungeon that we've been working on. So that's nice. This is the boss fight doorway. This takes us down to where we've been working on, and this takes us down to the giant maze. So yeah. Over here, we have our giant lush cave area. Definitely one of my favorite areas to be in. Yeah, it looks really good at day and night. We have ores everywhere. This is a giant, like, suspension bridge? No. Yes? I don't know what the different names for bridges are. I kind of forgot. And then we have... Wait, was that a hidden fish? Yep, another hidden fish. I have them hidden everywhere. And yeah, this is just the other exit for the mineshaft. Now, over here, I can show you my nature-themed dungeon, which I forgot to show off while I was over here. And before I continue, I need to drink some water. Okay. Wow, that is really close to what's streaming for me. Normally there's like a 30-second delay of what's actually happening right now and what you guys are seeing. And then even more of a delay for chat and all that. But this is actually like a lot closer than I thought. Okay, it might actually be a 30-second delay still, but it feels like 10-second delay. So yeah, this is the entrance to our nature-themed dungeon. It'll be hidden by trees and all that. Down here, we have... Hold up, this place looks better with night vision. Over here we have our dungeon, or boss fight entrance. This is our challenge run, which basically... Lots of mob spawning, non-stop, constantly. As well as parkour, that if you fall down, you have to come back all the way up through the bottom 2 floors of the dungeon. Then we have a giant enemy gauntlet area. And after you do that, you can get extra special loot. Now, the second floor, I don't think I've actually done like a full detail of the dungeon, or a show of the dungeon. But over here, we just have, I'll show you the second floor first. We built this, second. So the top floor we did last, this floor we did second, bottom floor we did third. This place is massive. I remember the route kinda, I think. Yeah, okay, and then this is down below where we were earlier. You come over this way in order to get to a beehive nest area. And once you get through this gauntlet and or mini boss fight here, you get your dungeon key. Now, the third floor, actually, I think there are some other rooms I can show off. Let me... Is there a room that I can go into? Exit. Oh, well, here's the other room here. It's just a room with some waterfalls, and it's an enemy gauntlet. That's about it. Okay, so... Let's see. That's all on the second floor. So over here... Oh, I started in the wrong area. Oh, wait, I started on the second floor. Down here. Okay. Where is the staircase? I'm very lost. Oh, here. Okay, so down here, this is basically supposed to be the root system of the dungeon. So basically, these hallways are all the roots of a tree. So this is where all the water's been collecting for the dungeon. And then this is where the dungeon's getting all its water from. A giant underground lush cave slash water, or lake, I mean. Let's see, what else? I think there's only one unique room on this dungeon floor, which is over this way, where you can get the key for. And the key, you have to get across invisible parkour that you can see if you're just looking at the block. But there are some invisible jumps and everything that you have to do. Trying to see if I can do this. Oh yeah, and then if you keep running too far, I made it to where there's a missing block here, so it's a lot easier to fall off. And then it's a straight shot to the chest room. Okay, is that everything on this floor? Oh yeah, I forgot to look down, but we have a cool fog effect for this area. Oh, that looks terrifying. Okay. Anything else down here? Don't think so. Oh yeah, I didn't show off the bottom floor of the parkour room. So the parkour room, we have parkour in the corners. You can either use the drip leaves, which is basically timed parkour. And then we have the wooden log pillars to parkour up. And that's how you can get to the second and first floor a lot easier than going all the way around. Or at least a lot quicker. Okay, that's about it. Now we just have our last biome to show off, which is my favorite biome, personally. I call it my pillar biome because it's basically just a lot of pillars in a grid formation. But it is a very nice biome because it has lots of hidden passageways. So, like, for example, over here, we have many tunnels that take you to, like, different heights of the pillars. So it's really fun to, like, run around, parkouring, and all that stuff. Over here, we have our third dungeon that we've built, or village, sorry. And the unique structures in this place, there's only two, but we have in-ground building, and the actual unique structure, which is a giant great forge. Hello, Bagel Boy. Welcome back. Oh yeah, and then this is our third most difficult dungeon. It just has Neo jumps. And 4-block jumps. That's really the only reason it's difficult. We also have Potato Lake over here, because it's shaped like a potato, and we also have a berry bush field over here. What else? Oh yeah, so if you make your way through all the tunnels and everything, you can get up to the watchtower that's here. And the watchtower, just for basically overlooking the town, making sure it's safe from any and all outside attacks. If it can even be attacked, since this is all technically one giant castle. So yeah. Then if you can make your way through the right tunnels, you can come here to this forge. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't add any lava here, did I? Eh, well, I'll add it later. And if you continue going through all the tunnels, you'll eventually end up either here, which is one of our other dungeon entrances, or you'll be able to go across our bridge that takes you to my favorite location, or my second favorite location, third favorite, one of those two. But before I show you that, here is the last bridge I have yet to show off. Oh yeah, and before I learned how to make the rivers curve more easily, or like do sharp turns, I had to do diagonals, so now my excuse for not going back and redoing it all is it's unique to this biome. But yeah, I didn't know how to make this like sharp turn here that you see. Anyways, is there anything over here actually that I've been forgetting about? I don't think there is. No. Okay, it's just terrain. So, if you come back over here, across the bridge, and through the tunnels, you will eventually end up at a cool secret fountain area. Fountain garden area. So yeah, it'll have a... what is it called? A canal? No, that's not what it is. It'll have something where water is transported across a bridge, and then the water will also gather down here in the fountain, or to make a fountain. So yeah, I think that is everything. Next stream will be the 107th. So next stream, we will be doing tree building, which, for those of you who do not know, I basically do a screenshot of the map every 6 streams. And the last one was on our 102nd stream, so on the 108th stream, we'll be doing a new screenshot. However, since we've been mainly working under the map, nothing really changes, for the screenshots anyways. So, I try and dedicate at least one stream to building trees, that way the screenshot by the end of the 8th stream has some changes. Your favorite is the cave area? I definitely like that, yeah. Wait. Sorry, I don't know how to... Anyways, I guess I'll end the stream here. This is definitely one of my favorite locations. It's either this area, the fountain, or the one unnamed lake over there. This one, I think, is the most recent out of all of them. Yeah, this is the most recent area out of all 3 of my favorite locations. So, yeah. Anyways, next stream, we'll be working more on our tomb-themed dungeon. And I guess that's it. So, I want to say thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment which kind of stream you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you'd like to play with me or other members of the Bagel Army, please join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And without further ado, have a bagular day. Bye, guys.